Welcome back guys to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved with me, PommieGamer. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a great day, and I figured for this episode we would kick it off by doing some base building. Now, what you see before me is, well, what can only be described as a monolithic start to a build, and this is going to be the foundations for the castle that I really want to build. Now, the reason I've built it out of thatch initially is because thatch is super cheap and it can afford you to make quite a few mistakes without sort of curling up into a ball and crying because it's taken you so long. And I did make quite a few mistakes initially on this. I was laying foundations and they were clipping into the ground, and yeah, it just kind of wasn't working out. So what I did in the end was I found the highest point, I laid my first foundation and then extended the thatch ceilings off of that, and then demolished that. And it turns out pretty cool, and I think overall I like the shape of it, and I like kind of how grandiose this thing's going to be. And what I plan to do is also to extend the castle around and try and build as much of it around this cliff face as possible, so I just think it will look really cool, and the plan is for it to have lots of height, and yeah, it'll become a thing. Now, naturally, this is not all going to take part in one episode. This is going to be a very big build, and therefore it's going to most likely take part over several episodes. But what I wanted to do today was get at least the flooring done on the ground level. Now, before we get into all of that, I just wanted to take you on a little tour of the town, because Freddy's been hard at work, and I just wanted to show off some of his builds. So, obviously you've seen the lodge, which was the first build that Freddy did, and it's really served us well as kind of a starting point in the new base. And here we have the blacksmith, and you would have seen all of these things during some of the other episodes, but what's the newest addition is the fabricator, and this is super cool because it means we're going to be able to use it to make lots of stuff like the electronics and the polymer and all of that stuff that we need to make some of the more high level tech jazz and things. So that's pretty cool. Next up we have a kind of little barn area where Hopkins and Pebbles are just hanging out, and this is a new addition that Freddy made last night, and it serves two purposes. One, it's a water source for us. It's catching the rainwater, and it's a temporary thing until we can get all of the plumbing sorted. But I think it kind of looks like a sundial, and I think it's really cool. It's just like a nice little aesthetic feature to the village, and I really like it. Next up, you got Freddy's church. Now, I know Freddy in real life, and I know he's not a religious man, but you know, what is a village without a church? Somewhere to come and collect your thoughts. Pretty cool. I really like the build and how that turned out. My favourite thing though that he's done, which I thought was just really, really sweet, you've got a little graveyard going on here, and yeah, we're just paying remembrance to the dinos that sadly were lost during this season so far, and I pray that this is the extent of what we will see. I've kind of grown attached to quite a lot of these dinos that we've tamed, and I would be very sad if we start having to add more graves to here. But it certainly serves as an aesthetic piece as well to complement the church, so I really like that. And last up is this building here, which I believe Freddy made last night whilst I was fast asleep, and it's the pharmacy. So here we're going to have all of the drugs and stuff. Looks like the pharmacy is running a little low on narcotics, but yeah, it's something we can restock up on. So that's a little tour of the town. So right, let's get cracking to building. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go off, gather some resources, and then I'll come back when we're ready to lay the stone floor. I'll see you guys in a bit. And we're back, guys, and I've just made up a few stone ceilings. Now, this is definitely not going to be nearly enough for us to finish the floor, but I figured I'd bring you back and we could at least make a start, because resource gathering can be very grindy and very boring, so I wanted to do something a little bit fun. Now, as I said before, I did the flooring out of thatch for, well, two reasons really. One, it enabled me to make a lot of mistakes and to see kind of the general layout as to how big I wanted it. But the other reason was because there's this really annoying mechanic in ARK where if you're placing these pillars after you've laid a ceiling in order to provide more support, they stick up through the actual ceiling. Whereas the mechanic the other way around, whereas if you lay the pillar into the ground snap point first and then place the ceiling on top, the ceiling will lay over this and these things won't be visible. Now, it doesn't look so bad with the stone, but it would be fairly annoying. I mean, it's quite an eyesore as you look down here. Now, the way around this is to simply lay your stone ceilings on top and then demolish the thatch, and that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to kick around here, and if I can get a snap. So you can see here it's raised up off the thatch just ever so slightly, but it's still being supported by the foundation there. And we're just going to go along one by one and place down these stone ceilings. Now I believe if I was to just demolish this thatch ceiling like this, I can demonstrate exactly what I mean. Well, I lost a ramp, but that's not a problem because we have to relay the ramps anyway. So you can see exactly what I mean here though. It means we're able to lay this flooring and not have these things showing through, which is exactly what I wanted. So let's just carry on and finish laying the rest of these floors. And that is the last one. So let's just take a look. I'll tell you what, in fact, we'll go up here and see if we can get a bit of a bird's eye view. And that's looking pretty cool already, but we've got a very, very long way to go. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go off, take pebbles out, I'm going to get some more stone, make up some more floors, and then I'll be right back when we're almost there with the stone floor. I'll see you guys in a bit. That is a lot of crafting, but I should have exactly the right amount that I need to finish off this floor, provided I don't cock up. The other thing you'll notice as well is I went through and I replaced all of the wooden pillars with stone pillars just because I wanted to. Given this is a PvE server, it doesn't really serve much other than aesthetics, and I don't know, just my OCD, it would annoy me that there was wood under there. And I had to do it before I laid the stone floors, because otherwise the pillars would then snap to the stone floors and we would be back to the original problem of things poking through. So I should, if I did my maths right, have exactly the right number of floors to finish this. And it's taken me a long time to gather all those resources and the craft, but I definitely think from an aesthetic point of view it's going to be well worth it. And what the plan is, I suppose these ones are giving me problems. Yeah. So what the plan is, this is actually going to be the kind of basement level, or I guess given we're building a castle, kind of like a dungeon. And we're going to have like a load of storage down here and things like that, because I want the sort of main entrance to be kind of a grand hall. So let's drink some water. So what I'm thinking about doing is you kind of walk in here, and this will be kind of like the entrance way. We're going to put a stone gate on there. I did look at the behemoth gates, but they're just ridiculously big, and there was no way I was going to build 12 walls high. So we're going to do a stone gate, and then I'm going to have some steps kind of going up here using the steps and rounded walls mod, and then you'll be effectively 2 walls high up at that point, and that will be the kind of the main floor, and this will serve as like a dungeon kind of basement thing, which I think will look pretty cool. And I just kind of want the main sort of room to be kind of more of a aesthetic piece to the castle, but then I still want the castle to have some functionality as well. So I don't know, we'll see. That's the plan in my head at the moment, but like most things that start as an idea, they adapt and change as your requirements change as well, I guess. So I'm just going to keep building these. And I'd be really interested to hear your ideas for the castle as well. If you think there's anything I'm sort of missing or forgetting, any kind of features you think I should incorporate, you know, just throw a comment down below, and if I like your ideas, I'll definitely incorporate them, because I kind of want this to be a collaborative effort. I mean, I've kind of picked Freddy's brain quite a bit on it, and he's put forward some good ideas. We're definitely going to be building quite a few towers, and probably like playing around with the ballistas as well, kind of tower defenses and things. Oh, look at that. Nailed it. This looks super cool. Let's go into through our keep here and just have a look from a bird's eye view. That is looking mighty. Oh, the satisfaction I've got from finishing that is quite immense, because that has taken a very, very long time, but well worth it. I really like the way it's turned out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to crawl underneath here, demolish all of this thatch, and then I'll be right back when we're ready to start doing the main courtyard entrance with the stone dinosaur gate. I'll see you guys in a bit. And the sun is just rising. A new morning has broken, and I've cleaned out all of the thatch under here, so it's all nice and neat now, just the stone. And I figured what we'd do next is start to construct the entranceway. So I'm going to grab some of these walls, make sure they're round the right way, because I know what I'm like. I'm going to do 2 of those there, 2 of those there, and I've left a gap here for the stone gateway, dinosaur gateway, and as you see it fits perfectly. But when you're just using the floor or the walls like this, it doesn't snap, which is a problem, because we could be off for a bit of a funny angle. So a good trick to use is actually the fence foundations. So you can see here, as I move around, the fence foundations are actually snapping to the floor. So what I can do is I can walk up to here, place one, and then go up to here, place another, and then what I can do now is, as you can see, my gate snaps in place like so, and then it's all perfectly aligned. Oh, I really like the look of that. That's super cool. So let's throw the reinforced gate on there. Bang! Oh, it's starting to take shape now. Let's open these up. That looks amazing. Really, really cool. I like the fact the doors open inwards, because it's only on the behemoth gates that they open either way, which I find a bit weird. Perhaps that's something they can look at fixing, but we've got the makings of our entranceway. Now, what I wanted to see was how high these are. I'm guessing they're 4. So I had a little idea of something we could do that might kind of make this a little bit more castle-like, which is to take some of these. Can I carry that many? Yeah, because we've been pumping weight. Oh, but before we go and do anything, let's go and grab some water from the local town fountain. Grab some of you. Nice, delicious. and then we can drink some of that, quench that thirst, because we've had a long day of building stuff. Now, castles tend to have those kind of long, tall windows, so what I was thinking we could do would use the door frame to kind of construct these longer windows like that, and then what we can do is we can add a wall just on top, and I think that's pretty cool. So let's do this side as well. Bang, bang, and one of you, and then if we don't fall off the edge, I'm just going to gamma down for you guys. That's better. And we fill in these guys like so. Like so, and like so. And I think if we take a little step back, that's looking, well, it's looking quite square, but I think it's going to start looking more and more castle-like the more we build. But, you know, small beginnings become great things, and I'm really happy with the way this is turning out so far. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to carry on with using up the rest of the stone walls I have to construct this entranceway, and then I'll bring you right back once it's all done. I'll see you guys in a bit. And the first thing you'll probably notice is I've actually introduced some curve walls here, and again, this is not part of the standard game. This is a mod we're currently using called the Stairs and Rounded Walls mod, which you can find in the Steam Workshop. And I think it, yeah, it just kind of sets it off a little bit. It looks kind of more castle-like. I've just finished crafting up what I think is everything we need to finish off the build. So I'm going to grab some of you, and probably can't carry all of those. Can we? Can we move? Oh yeah. So let's just start by patching in these walls here. And I'm always paranoid about the wood bin on the inside. Like so. Let's just come over this side as well. Fill in these gaps here. There will come a point where I forget that I won't be able to get out when we're doing this build, but today is not that day. Right, and let's run up in here. And I really like the way these kind of tall windows turned out, so I figured we'll probably have another one of those here, like so, and then one on the opposite side so we can see the lodge, like so. We'll fill in this one like that, and we'll probably have, yeah, let's go with another window like that. Like so. So now we've kind of got the beginnings of our courtyard, and I kind of only want it to extend here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put some walls along here, and then hopefully build some steps down. So let's take 80. Can we carry all of you? Probably. Let's give it a go. Well, let's grab the steps whilst we're here if we can carry those. And we're gonna need the ceilings as well. Can I carry all of that stuff? Oh, look at that. Yeah, definitely pumping weight is a good idea. Right. So now... Ah, he placed... Oh, is that the right way, technically? Yeah, I guess it would be, because I want this to be the inside from this point of view. So we're actually good on that front. In fact, I'm going to come this side, because you can see here the wall's starting to freak out and it's twitching round. And I know for a fact I'm going to place it wrong at some point. Like, exactly like that. That is so frustrating when that happens. Stay. Good wall. Like so, and then I'm just going to have to... Oh, we've got two more. I'm going to trust that I get it right this way. Oh, no. See, that totally looked like it was the other way. Damn it. What? Right, no, it's the other way. Seriously. Alright. Instead of wasting walls, I'm just going to come this side, where I know it's going to be right, and we'll walk round. That's annoying. Cool, so we've got that there, and now we just need to run. Are you gonna do the same? I'm just not. I've only got 8 left, so I'm just not gonna risk. Oh, I actually can't get back. Oh, I can if I do the patented jump from the keep. I mean, we might end up demolishing this thing eventually, depending on how the castle. Oh, what's going on here? Bit of lag. Jump. Cool. Yeah, we might end up demolishing this, depending on how the castle turns out. And so we're only going to want these 2 high, and I'm hoping I've got enough. Nailed it. Awesome. Right. And if I remember correctly, can I see a ball? Nope. How many is it in? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 2. So I'm going to want a ceiling on that one, I believe. And that one, so we got 2 either side. Just so I can test for now. Now, I've never used these straight stairs before, so I'm interested to see how they snap, and I've got a feeling... Oh, I managed to get it there. Place one there. It's just off the ground slightly. It's kind of odd. Can you snap the other way, please? What if I go up onto you? Like so. Now, are we going to run into clipping issues? Stairs, stairs, stairs. Can I get you to... That's really odd. Why won't you... Oh, there we go. And can I get you... Yeah, that's it. That's what we want. And now we can walk straight up here. Oh, this is looking awesome. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Let's just finish off the ceiling up here. I want one of those. And one of those. And I don't know if I've got any more. Let me just double check. No, I grabbed them all off of tank, but I'm pretty happy with how this is all kind of turned out. So let's just take a look from the air. And night has settled in. This is looking awesome. It's definitely looking more like a castle. I think the doorways as windows has worked out quite well, and I really like the way these steps look. And so now you can kind of get an idea of sort of how this is going to take shape. We're going to extend this floor all the way out, and then this kind of layer down here is going to become our kind of basement slash dungeon area. We're probably going to have a lot of storage down there as well. And yeah, I'm just trying to decorate it aesthetically. But yeah, really happy how this has turned out. So thanks for hanging out, guys. That's going to be it for today's episode. If you like the video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more videos. Until the next one, guys, keep calm and level up.